So now we're on the SMU EDU site. I'm not really a big fan of SMU's web design, so it takes a bit of time to find the information that you need. But you're still using the same strategy of searching for information on under either admissions or academics. So I'm just gonna kind of play with this website for a minute and see where I can find the information I need to find. And so I go down, and I see, okay, that's too busy. But I did see a quick link, undergraduate admission. And remember, you are undergraduate admission as transfer students. So I'm on the undergraduate admission webpage, and I get apply now, I get visit us, life in Dallas, explore life in Dallas. There's academics and explore life on campus. But I cannot see honestly the admissions webpage other than this undergraduate admission here. Then it gives me an option to apply, visit, financial aid. So then when I click the menu item, I get first year domestic student application, first year international student application, military veterans, etc. And then I get transfer. So I know that I am a transfer student. I need to click there. And still on undergraduate admission, and then it gives me information about dates and deadlines, pathway guideways, equivalency tools, things like that, and transfer application requirements. So then I get information about important dates and deadlines, the checklist that I need to pay attention to, transcripts, submitting high school transcripts if it applies, essay letters, recommendation, transfer scholarship information that you want to pay attention to, especially when it comes to the GPA, transfer merit, transfer students, what it's going to cost, coursework, undergraduate majors. So I get transfer application requirements. So completion of a full semester after high school graduation, you will be considered a transfer student. Completion of 24 transferable credit hours with a 2.7 GPA. Completion of high school college math course, high school math sequence, things like that. Um, um, but other than what I see on this page in terms of how can I summarize this information, it just seems kind of busy. But you can summarize it, just you would have to use this as your URL and summarize what you see on the page. And it can be easily as there are important dates. I mean, the transfer webpage on the SMU website under undergraduate admissions provides information about transfer application checklist, how to submit college transcripts, what to pay, essay, resume, letters of recommendation. So you can still summarize this information. If this page is too busy for you, then you can go under the academics page. So let's go back to smu.edu, go back to the original page, click the menu item, and you can scroll down to the academics part of it. Click majors and minors. If you already know your school, sometimes if you know that your major is business, then you're going to be under the Cox School of Business. If you know your major is English, it's going to be under Departmental College of Humanities and Sciences. You do not quite qualify for law, but you do have to have at least one um, graduate major. I mean, graduate entry for your annotated bibliography. So you could always choose law. And then, of course, if you fall under any one of these, you can choose these. But for right now, let's click majors and minors. And so we scroll down, and it's all alphabetized. So I always click accounting, either English or accounting. And just to give you some sense, right, it's under the school, it's under the Cox School of Business. So then there are seminar series, degree programs, research, and faculty. Then you have concentrations, MBA concentrations, right? And so because you are an undergraduate student, you are clicking BBA major in accounting first. So we see that the page is not found, so we're going to have to go back and see where we can get access to that information. So probably degree programs, let's click that and see if we can get access to information. So it still doesn't seem like we can get access to it. If I still click BBA, so maybe if I go under academics here and then do Cox School of Business, okay, and then degree programs, and then there is a drop down menu and Bachelor of Business Administration. And now I got it. So that's why I say SMU's website, I don't like how it's designed, but it's going to do whatever it's going to do. So you got BBA home, curriculum, experiential learning, admissions for high school class of 2020 and after, admissions for high school class of 2019 and earlier. And so that's specific to high school. You are considered a transfer student. And just kind of scrolling down a little bit, this is not information that you want to summarize. It's too general. So maybe go into the curriculum, or see, let's go, if we go to BBA home, it's going to be the same information. So then let's go into the curriculum and see what's going on with it. And so then it gives you your majors. So you no longer can really major in business administration. There's always a specialization. So it's BBA, right? But then you may have to specialize in accounting, business and analytics, finance, general business if it's still available, management, marketing, real estate. And then there are additional specializations. And so you can take your information here based upon what it is you want to do, what your major is. I'm just choosing accounting because it's just easier to find that information. And then when you are summarizing information, just summarize what you see on the page, right? So then you can go into accounting further, and then there's more information about what the common curriculum is, the core courses that you would have to take, and you are summarizing that information on the page. But if you wanted to go back and look at, say, how to assess this page, look at what they're kind of offering. So you have let me see, what is that? An online MBA. So let's go back, and the fact that the assessment part of your entry could focus on the fact that this is experiential learning, and that there's more hands-on learning, case studies, practicums, things like that. And then you can reflect on this in terms of what sets it apart. You have this SMU in Taos. I think this is New Mexico. And you can get as much information from it. So I don't like SMU. I'm going to go back again, smu.edu. Okay. Go to the menu item because it's not easy to find the information. Undergraduate admission. Scroll down, and it immediately takes you to academics. And so it's hard to get the information that you want to get from here just doing that, just by clicking that. So you have to go further and click transfer student. And now you get a little bit more information to summarize. So you can summarize this information, or you can go back to smu.edu and then click the menu item again, and then go to majors and minors. Click that information. Click anything that looks like what you want to become, and make sure your major is actually offered here. So these are the different majors, right? And so make sure your major is offered here. And you may be under pre-law, pre something, right? So just be sure that it's offered, and then you just click one of them to get the information that you need. So SMU is a very tricky web design. I'm not really in favor of it. I just prefer UTD. Hopefully this was helpful.